And there's little and then one of the things that gets me where she goes, when I first met the Queen, I didn't know I was meeting the Queen. And then Harry goes, do you know how to curtsy? And she goes, I thought it was a joke. Bitch, what do you mean you thought it was a joke? She's the Queen of fucking England. This is when you start to realize something is off. Something is wrong. Something doesn't feel right. She's the Queen of England. What do you mean you didn't know you're going to have to curtsy in front of her? Nobody gets famous by accident. Rarely. And certainly nobody stays famous by accident. Nobody starts dating the prince of whatever it is over there. I don't even know what his title is, but Sussex or Essex or the Duke of York, I don't know, whatever he is. Nobody starts dating him. They know anybody who grew up in her era, get Meghan Markle's age up, because I bet her age and my age are similar. I'm 37. I bet Meghan Markle is 41, even older. She grew up watching the royals. She knew how big of a deal they were. She knew about Charles and Diana. She knew how the press, if we're to believe the story, and we might, the press killed the other bitch. They killed Diana. They killed that bitch in the tunnel. They killed her. They ran her off the road. This is how crazy the British press was, that your boyfriend's mother was killed by them. So this idea that this documentary starts where she's like, well, I was like unprepared for the level of scrutiny that I was receiving, like being, and I get it. I get it. That it's unsettling when you are in Toronto shooting Suits and people are in their cars bothering you because they want photo. By the way, I want you to watch the official trailer. I don't want to taint, because I can already tell people are like, you're going after a black woman again. Oh, stop it. Her friends are all white. Cut it out. It's like her saying that she's had a lot of problems because of her race. It's like me saying I'm discriminated against every day because I'm gay. Meg, it's just not true. Yes, people have called me a faggot, but it's not every day at coffee. So now when she did start boinking this freak, what happened, this inbred guy, who's a sweet guy, but he's inbred and he's all over the place. Nobody believes he fought in what war over there. Let's cut it out. He didn't do anything in Afghanistan. You know, and he goes to Africa and they let him, you know, do juggle with the monkeys and stuff. And I mean the actual monkeys. Like, I mean, he's doing conservation. That's what he does. Like, I'm not trying to, it's not slurs. This is literally, he likes animals. He goes over and he's all, that's a warthog. And they go, yeah, let's go to, you know, go feed it water. But he's not, I mean, come on, conservation is what you do when, you know, he's not exactly like the pride of the state, right? They send him to, I mean, Britain is a little racist. It's like the most important person over there, you don't send them to Africa to, you know, study like rhinoceros, you know, whatever, irrigation systems. So he's a little off. And Meghan Markle, his love, you know, meets this guy. And I don't want people to say, I get the racial thing, and I get that the press was vicious to her, and I get people online suck. So during this documentary, they show all these comments about people saying he's a race traitor and horrible thing. Listen, I get it. People are racist. People are bad. Anonymous people online are crazy. My whole thing is trying to get to the bottom of what this really is. Because they got $100 million from Netflix to talk about what happened. I'm not done with the documentary. I still don't know what happened. But for right now, it seems like this was a little bit of a play from her. And it was smart, and it was pretty sharp, and kudos to her, hats off to her, because she's got $100 million, and they're up in Montecito, and she's got this guy who she's with who has no idea what's going on. I fully believe he's unaware of I think she tells him, I think she goes to him in the night and goes, your mother called me the N-word. He said, my mother's dead. My mother's dead. My mother is dead. And she goes, well, your other mother, that old bitch. Oh, the Queen Mommy called you what again? She called me the N-word, and she used the R at the end. And then he's like, oh, no, what should we do? And she goes, we're going to Montecito. Where's that? It's in California, and I'm going to be a star. Because remember, she's an actress. She always wanted to be famous. She always wanted to be a famous star. And the royal family are inbred reptilian, the overlords of the Anglo-American fading empire over there. So you have inbred reptilian. They feed off negative energy. They convert it to power, and that's how they live. And that's how they've lived forever. And they live forever. And they are strange-looking, pale, kind of gaunt, and they have the eyes that are, but they don't really have opinions about anything other than that they need to feed off the negative energy that comes with the death and the pillage and the droughts and the floods and all the things that keep them coming. Now, otherwise, they're just like a normal family of vampire energy, freaks. That's just what they are. But they don't wade into controversial topics often. They just don't. That's not. They are like the real power structure in the sense of like they don't have any political power because politics is fake.